In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a color box. That's what I like to call it, and I'll show you what that is. There's a lot of uses for it. It's really cool. It's going to be great on your funnels. So just click on websites, and what you're going to do after you click on websites is scroll down, and I'm just doing this to show you actually. Just click on PLS Hangouts. Just click on that one and click on this FAQ. See how cool that is? You can put whatever content that you want inside this little box. You can put a video. You can have it go to a new URL. Let's say you want someone on your your funnel or whatever to subscribe. I'll show you how to set that up. But this is a very fun, useful little tool feature that I'm going to show you how to do right now. So what you're going to do is you're going to hover over websites and hover over web pages and click on create web pages. Okay, because what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to show you how to create the content first that goes inside the box. So I'm going to again, what I did is I hovered over websites, hovered over web pages, and then clicked on create web pages, because whatever content that you're going to put inside there, inside that little color box, you need to create that content. Now you don't have to go in this order. You can do it the other way around, but I like to create my content first. What's going to go inside it? And I'm going to click does not use an opt-in form. I'm going to scroll all the way down. I'm going to click the blank sales page users, and I want to label what this is. So I'm just going to call this test number 1, and this isn't, it doesn't matter what's going to go inside the meta tag here, but since I'm creating my content, I don't need to really put that on a URL. There's no autoresponder campaign. So basically, when you get to the edit web page inside the blank area, the only thing that you really need to do is label it so you can find it easily later. That's it. Okay, there's no opting in or anything like that. So I'm just going to skip everything else and just click save. There's no background image. Well, I guess there could be if you want to. That's up to you. So I'm going to click on edit text. Now here's the content that you're going to put inside that color box. Now any video from YouTube, if you were to go to YouTube and you find any video at all from YouTube, if you wanted to have a video inside that color box that pops up, that's a great idea. Well, you need to put that on a blank page like I'm showing you right now. What you're going to do is you're going to click on the word share, click on the word embed, and that's going to give you a code that you're just going to copy, and you're just going to come and you're going to paste that right here after you click on source. So the first thing you're going to do is click on source, get rid of whatever it shows there, and then just paste your YouTube video code. Okay, then click source again. All right, now that's it. So I'm going to save my changes and I'm going to view this, and you'll notice that I've got a nice big video here. I could make it smaller, whatever. If you want to adjust the video size, that is really easy to do. You'll notice that it has height here and width here. Just be careful when you're adjusting video sizes. You don't take it out of HD if it's in HD. Okay, so now that I've got my video and I'm going to save my changes, I'm going to show you something here in the website section on how to find the page number. The first way I can do it is click on view and either look right in my browser or look right here at the end of the URL. I'm going to write that down because I need to know that. That's the page number that I need to remember for the next step I'm going to show you. So 211938. Okay. We'll get to that in just a second. Okay, so now I'm going to go create my color box. So I'm going to assume that you're in the middle of making a funnel. You've got a beautiful design. So let me go catch up here. I'm going to hover over web pages, and I'm going to click on copy web pages. There's a lot of great pages we have in here to copy to start making a beautiful design, different things that you can do. The PLS Hangout is a great template to start from. I'm just going to grab this one here. It's called Sales Page Free Lead System Video, and I'm just going to click on copy. I copied that template. I'm going to scroll down, click make me a copy, and now I definitely want to name this, so I'm just going to name this Colorbox Sales Page Test number 1. All right, so I've named this page so I can find it later, and you can skip all of this other stuff right now. You don't need to pick a domain it's going on, or an autoresponder campaign is not applicable. So you can just skip all of that stuff. I'm just going to save my changes, because really the most important thing is naming that page so I can find it in my list easily. Okay, I don't need a background image yet or anything, so I'm just going to click on Edit Text. Okay, so here is the first thing you're going to do. Very, very important. You're going to click on Source, and what you're going to do is you're going to search for the word movie. And if you don't know how to search, you can just click Control F as in Frank on your keypad and type in movie, M-O-V-I-E. Okay, well, the word movie is not in the source code. Okay, that means that I need to go find the special code that's going to do all of this magical stuff for me, and I'll show you where to find that. Okay, if you find the word movie in the code, like right now, if it popped up, you saw the word movie, you can skip this step that I'm about to show you right now. This is only if you do not find the word movie. I'm going to go in my training area. Under System Videos, you're going to find the code that you need under System Videos, and the label is called How to Add a Cool Box that pops up from a button. So when you click on that and you get to this section, there will be a video here once I'm done with it. You'll see it says click here for code. So just click right there, and I'm going to copy that. And here is where I'm going to paste that code. What you're going to do is look for the word head. If you need to search for it, you can. I noticed that it's right here. And find the very top one where it says head, and just put a space, and see how my cursor is blinking below the top word, the top head there. I'm just going to paste that entire code right in there. That's all there is to that step, and then I'm just going to scroll down and click Save Changes. Now that I've got the magical code in the page that I'm working on, let me go back, and first of all, let me delete this video so it's not going to be playing the moment I bring it up every time. I don't need a headline. Okay, so assuming you've got a button on your wonderful, beautiful sales page. Now, I found these images right off of Google. I stuck them in my library just for this specific video, for this example tutorial video. I got that button here. I'm just going to click OK, and it says watch free video now. Now suppose I don't want to bring my prospects to another browser. I don't want them going off onto another page. I want them to stay right on the page they're on. That's the whole purpose for this video here, is to show you how to do that. So all you're going to do, now that I've got the code in there, is you're going to highlight this button, and then you're going to click on the link. And if you remember, the page number that I want that to go to is the one with the video on it. Remember, I made that page. That's the first thing I did, and I wrote it down. It's 211938, and I click OK. Now, if you don't know where that code is, like right now, that code was already behind the button. If that code happened not to be behind the button, let me show you how to find it really quick. That code should always be behind any buttons that you start with from a template, but if you click on variables on your web page, all right, all you have to do, it's right here inside the yellow, all you have to do is just click the word create. I think it's the it's the third one down inside the yellow. Just click the word create, and then grab this code. It says web page right here. It starts out with a /. That's the code behind the button. So if for whatever reason you have a brand new button from scratch, there's no code, just grab this code right here. And now that I have that code, like assuming that code wasn't behind the button, I would click paste. And then obviously I would change this to the page number that my video's on. Alright, so hopefully that wasn't too 211938. Okay, moving right along. One other step, and that is, highlight the button again, click on the link, click on the word advanced, and in the style sheet classes right here, style sheet classes box, all you're going to do is type in the word movie. That's it. Then click OK. Alright, so now that really is it. I'm going to adjust everything up. So first of all, let me delete this bottom movie here. Save my changes. Now, use your imagination, assuming this is a beautiful, wonderful sales page you're working on. I'm going to click this button. Okay, now I want to make this a lot better. Okay, to me this is too big. I want to bring this in, so I want to bring in the width a little bit more than the height. So let me show you how to do that. In other words, make them smaller. You want to make it look nice, right? Obviously you don't want a bunch of space in there and stuff. So I'm gonna click on edit, and I'm gonna click on source, and that code that you pasted in is right along the top, or wherever you want to find it. So let's make the width. I'm not exactly sure. I'm going to drop it down 100 pixels, and I'm going to drop the height down 100 pixels. And I know a lot of people are going to be better at this than me. It's kind of a guessing game until it looks perfect. But you don't want any scroll bars necessary. Well, you do want scroll bars sometimes, but not on a video. You want it to be nice and tight. So assuming now, use your imagination, you're on your sales page, you've got a button that says watch the video or whatever, and they click on that. You see that?
You're about to discover a product in such demand that millions of...
Doesn't that look nice? I've got a better code that I like to use that doesn't show these gray bars on the top and bottom. I didn't use that. I will have these available to you. But see how nice that is? I mean, they don't leave the page. It just pops up.
You're about to discover.
And it's right there. Okay, so now I'm going to show you one other idea. This idea here is, let's say you want them to subscribe to a newsletter or your list or something, and you have a button on your sales page funnel or something like that. I mean, this is just an idea just to kind of show you what's possible. I'm going to hover over websites, then web pages, and click on copy web pages. And I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to copy this one right here called PLS Lead Capture number 5. So I'm just going to copy that one, and I'm going to click Make Me a Copy. And I'm going to label this so I can find it. I'm going to label this color box lead capture subscribe. And you're definitely going to want to assign a domain this time, because if you don't, lead capture pages don't work on test links. Remember that. You got to have a domain if you expect your prospects to land on the page they're supposed to. Okay, set it up on a domain. So I'm gonna create a domain right now, and I'm gonna call this Colorbox subscribe. So I've just created a subdomain on the fly. Now, if all you're doing is just testing a lead capture page by looking at the edits you did cosmetically, then obviously you don't have to set that up to a domain every time. But I'm actually making this live, so I want this to work. Okay, the autoresponder campaign. I'm just going to attach a birthday campaign for fun, for a test here. And then what page do I want my prospects to land on after they opt in? Well, you know what? Let me save my changes where I'm at, and let me go back and create one more page. I'm going to create a thank you for subscribing page. And let me do that super quick. Hover over websites, hover over web pages, and then click on create web pages. I want to start with a blank slate, so I'm just going to click this bottom one here that says do not use an opt-in form, and I'm going to scroll down, click the blank sales page here, and I'm going to label this thank you for subscribing. That ought to be really easy, right? To remember what that page is. Okay, I don't care. This does not need to be on a domain. Obviously, it doesn't need an autoresponder. So all I did was I labeled this page and I put thank you. That's going to go in the meta tag. I don't even know if they'll see that. So I'm going to save my changes. I don't need a background, although I could if I wanted. I'm just going to click on edit text. I'm going to get rid of anything that might be in there, and I'm just going to type in thank you for okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to center this like so, and I'm going to make this really huge. All right, drop that down. That looks good, just like that. Okay, so now that is my thank you for subscribing page. Okay, so let me go back to that lead capture page I was just working on, and I'm going to click on my web pages, and you'll notice right here Colorbox lead capture. I spelled subscribe wrong, doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to click on edit. Now when I come down to step 4, it asks me, what do I want my prospects to see after they opt in? Well, every time you create a lead capture page, or any page, any sales page, anytime you create anything in your system, it's going to show up in this drop-down menu right here. So I am looking for a thank you for subscribing page that I just created, and there it is right there. Okay, so now I'm going to click Save My Changes. All right, so let me edit the text. First of all, I don't need any of that up there. I might just type in subscribe. And obviously you would attach whatever autoresponder campaign that you have for your subscribe list here. I'm going to delete all of this stuff down here. And that's it. I've just now created, so let me take a look what that looks like. And let me click on view. All right, subscribe below. Okay, so now I've created my subscribe page. So, you know what, let me drop that down just a bit. Maybe like so. I don't know if that matters. Okay, so I've got that created. Now remember, whenever you're doing a lead capture page, it matters, okay, what the URL. You've got to use the URL if you expect everything to work properly when you're dealing with a lead capture page. So I'm going to copy this. The lead capture page URL is in my browser. Now the great thing about a color box is you can use a URL inside that color box. So now let's go back, and I'm going to hover over websites, and I'm going to go hover over web pages, go to my web pages, and now I'm going to go back to my color box sales page that I'm working on. I'm going to click on edit, and again, use your imagination. Suppose this is a beautiful funnel you're working on, whatever. I still have the video thing that they can watch. Now, let's say I want them to subscribe. Now, I just went to Google. I pulled this off earlier. Just this little image that, let me go to my library here. I uploaded this. Just got this little subscribe button here. Okay, so now, because I'm now going to a URL, and remember, at the beginning of this video, I've already pasted the magic code in here to make all the color boxes work. So all I do is highlight the button, okay, and I'm going to click on the link. Now instead of a code, I'm going to a URL. And if you remember, I just copied that URL of the lead capture page, right, right out of my browser. So I'm going to just paste that in right there. All right, and it says HTTP. And I'm going to click on the word advanced. I don't want to forget that either. Style sheet classes, MOVIE. I'm going to click OK. And that is it. So now I'm just going to click Save Changes. And let me view this. And I'm going to click on the word subscribe. You see that? It says subscribe below. So I'm just going to opt in here so you can see how this works. And there you go. Thank you for subscribing. All right, well, I know there's a lot to learn here, but if you watch this video, read the steps below the video, you should get a really good idea of how to make this work. Now, I'm going to create another video if I have to show you how to create different sized color boxes based on if you have more than one color box button on your page. But for right now, this ought to get you to a really, really good start.